Good morning and welcome to episode 1625 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, January 15th, 2025. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor. If you need more Hard Factor today, we got women in power getting naughty, real naughty with Wes.
Yeah, just a few broads getting naughty.
Love it.
Yeah, a couple of them are hot too, which is always nice.
Sweet. Better.
Yeah, hot and naughty broads.
Better. And they're in power. So like they got
powerful, hot, naughty broads.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah.
They'll do it. And then moving it on from there, getting even more sensual, a sexual international moment with Mark. Wow.
That's right.
Fancy.
That's right. I noticed that if you watch the show on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or Spotify, the video show, Wes is now the only person without a tagline.
Ha! Take that, Wes.
Yeah. I mean, yours isn't really a tagline, Mark. Let's be honest.
Mark put his handle twice.
I'm taking a tip off Will in case we get another documentary. I want to have our handles.
Well, I said mine's talking head at Hard Factor News. Mark's is at Hard Factor Mark at Hard Factor. It gets the job done.
Yeah.
People
and
may
Pat's
wonder.
is Hard Factor's bad boy.
Hard Factor's bad boy.
Bad boy of Hard Factor.
Yeah, that's something.
Which,
maybe if he brings the beef back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the beef is Hard Factor's bad boy.
Yeah. He is unable to bring the beef back at this time, so he's trying to fill a void.
Regular original
that tagline. Yeah.
Maybe not. The beef definitely. But yeah, he's trying to bring back the spirit, right?
Yeah, I get
That's
it.
what we got. Oh, and I got a little business news. We got to talk a little business at the end of this episode.
Okay.
Not like between us, not like personal business and business, literally news about business. A lot of business people making moves,
Business is a big part of the news. They have a whole section for it in USA Today, right? And
That's right.
In a lot of papers,
right.
The business section.
One of these papers we're going to be talking about that section is the Wall Street Journal. It's only about business. Right. They don't do anything else. That's it.
It's business.
That's all they got.
Does taking out loans count as making moves?
Yeah, I mean, people take out loans. Part of business. Part of being in business. Yeah.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul type loans.
Yep. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Going further into
making moves is technically you're making moves, not smart moves.
You're making moves.
Right. Yeah.
Talk about buying time.
I'm always moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're working off fractions of a percent here and there. Okay?
Yeah, right.
You're always trying to get an angle.
I'm thinking, well, if this loan is 28%, that one's 25%.
I'm with you.
You got to shift it.
Yeah. Making moves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Making moves. That counts.
I refinance all the time.
Yeah. That all counts. That's part of what we're talking about in that section. The business corner is all about money, making it and struggling to make it, and just the business world,
There's a reason why we don't do business every episode.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
It's sore subject sometimes for us. Yeah.
Right. We're not experts in it.
Very sore subject. Very sore subject.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get off of that until the end, and let's do the news and
buy some time on that.
Yeah, let's check on some hot broads.
Yeah.
Part of the reason we're all broke, hot broads. Guys, let's check in on how our country's leaders, our supposed most upstanding citizens, are handling themselves, shall we? First up, judges. Okay, we all know how much power they hold. Just recently, a group of judges took away women's control of their own vaginas and uteruses. I mean, that's powerful.
Stuff. Yeah,
that's
power
over there. Yeah.
They're like wizards.
Yeah, just
whatever they say goes. Yeah,
they'll just take your vagina from you. It's crazy. But overall,
they have the power to.
Yeah, that's right. But overall, we expect our nation's judges to operate under a strict code of, ethics, nobility, honesty, fairness, right? No matter who's in front of them in the courtroom, no matter what color, creed, background, everyone should be treated fairly, right? In America, especially in the courtroom, where the
Absolutely.
law.
That's what you're hoping.
Sure, there's all sorts of oaths and stuff.
Of course,
A lot of people say only God can judge me. That's not true.
No,
Was it-
a racist white judge can judge you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Literally.
Well, yeah, right. And that's what you're hoping is no biases, right? Because justice is supposed to be blind, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
the racist judge is supposed to check the racism at home. I know it doesn't always happen.
No.
So let me ask you this: how'd the witness see it if justice is supposed to be blind? You know.
Great question.
Right. Well, no, I'm saying, yeah, and a good question.
I don't know if that's a good question, but I think it sounded great.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's
Say it with confidence.
It's a
Yeah, it
saying, you know.
sounded
The justice isn't it's not like the judge is literally blind. It's
Well,
more of a, you know, it's
had
a
me.
feeling you're going for.
Yeah.
Had me.
That's one juror. That's one juror. That's all I need.
Put it on a t-shirt. You know, but a lot of times they wield their power in very bad ways. Cash for kids is just one of the biggest examples that we can always pull up as far as judges abusing their power and basically being evil. And you know,
Sometimes.
judges.
Well, that Kentucky guy too.
Yeah.
I don't know if we really circled, but we did a little bit. But yeah, that was a judge that got murdered in his own chambers because of how evil he was.
Yeah,
I used to run in a brothel,
banging all the girls in town. Yeah.
I used to work with a judge who loved to tell racist jokes.
But they stay here, Wes. Once I get behind, once I'm at my job, then all that goes away.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But they're flawed people, you know, like some of us, not me, but some of us. They might also enjoy a very racist joke from time to time.
Oh.
And at least one judge in Cook County, aka the city of Chicago, which, as you might know, has a very large African-American population. At least one judge also enjoys very racist joke from time to time. And now that joke is costing her job. This is the Honorable Judge Caroline Glennon Goodman. You can almost see the N. You can almost see the N word coming out of her lips, can't you?
It does look like she's saying something that starts with N right there.
Yeah.
Well, after some wine, right?
After some wine, yeah. You get the wine flowing in Caroline, and you get to know her.
She's pretty reserved until halfway through the bottle.
Yeah. Now, according to the article by Tim Heck of CWB Chicago, the Honorable Glennon Goodman has been assigned a pretrial courtroom at 26th in California since April of 2024, where she ruled on detention petitions and set conditions of release for people newly accused of crimes. She was a Cook County Assistant Public Defender from 1997 until last year and handled murder cases for nearly 2 decades. So,
public defender judge. Okay.
Yeah, which, you know, I mean, that's kind of a contrast between what I'm about to tell you and, you know, what she did.
Well, maybe she heard too much. Maybe she
people
a lot of years
met too many bad apples.
Yeah.
A lot of years.
Recently, the Honorable Judge came across a hilarious TikTok image that she just had to share with a friend who unfortunately has the same name as a fellow judge in her building or her circuit. I don't know how the circuits work. And I'm going to show you the image, and I'm warning you, this is going to be very offensive to some people. But it's the image that she sent to.
You didn't send it.
I didn't make it. I didn't send it. I'm going to show you. There it is. It's Little Tykes, my first ankle monitor. Will, can you describe the image?
Yes, it's a black toddler with a flat top, and he's got a lot of intricate what do you call that, line work on the side there inside the fade. It's really nice. But then it is, unfortunately, it's a toy, my first ankle monitor, and you think to yourself, well, why did they put the black toddler with the flat top there with the ankle monitor, Judge? Why is that, Judge?
There's no not knowing what they're going for there.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a racist meme. We've all seen them before. And that's what she shared right there.
Right. Yeah. In the text, the Honorable Caroline Glennon Goodman wrote, "My husband's idea of Christmas humor." Ha ha ha. So hey, what should we get? What should we get?
So she throws her husband under the bus with that one?
Yeah. Well, now we know her husband and her just love.
Did she share it?
Yeah, she sent it to the friend.
Why is she sharing it?
Why didn't she get her husband to do it from his personal?
Well, because she thought it was so funny when her husband originally sent it to her.
My husband's idea of humor, which I find even funnier than him.
Yeah.
What a way to get out of it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, the judge that she accidentally sent it to didn't find it funny, seeing as how that joke and her job don't exactly mesh well. Fun fact from the article, the Honorable Glennon Goodman was the second most lenient of the pretrial division's 9 judges when considering detention petitions. They found, CWB Chicago found last year that she rejected nearly half of all detention requests, while the pretrial division approved about 66% of such petitions. Not sure if that makes her the most lenient or the least lenient, but she's under
Sounds
the
like
average.
the most lenient because she rejected detention, so she was letting everybody go. So
Detention's usually bad, right? I don't know.
that's really interesting.
Detaining
She's,
I guess,
so the most lenient judge in this like early offenders thing is sharing racist memes with other judges on accident.
I almost think that sounds like while they're waiting trial, like remand type thing. Is she going to let them go home with the ankle bracelet, or is she going to let, like, you know, like on house?
Oh, she's like, yeah, because
I think that's what it means when the detention, in terms of what we're talking about here, would be like,
she's a
need to
bracelet
stay in jail until their trial or not type thing, potentially.
So her thing is the bracelet.
Her thing's like, if they're first time criminals, which it sounds like Wes was describing, give them a chance to you know, go home and get their affairs in order and come to trial.
I don't know if it means house detention or not, but she likes ankle bracelets and she thinks it's funny, obviously. Now, court workers have been told that former Cook County State Attorney will take her place, and she's been reassigned, the Honorable Judge Glennon Goodman. So she's not fired; she's just reassigned to an
all white district,
all white neighborhood.
I don't know if there are all white neighborhoods in Chicago.
This sounds a little bit Catholic churchy.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
it
does
on the white people, and it's going to take,
you
know, then it hopefully it clears the wires stop getting crossed, you know, and then she'll. But then next thing you know, she's going to be sharing memes. I mean, I don't think this is going to stop her.
No.
Her husband's always going to have a funny racist meme for her.
Now, is the defense
no matter
lawyer,
which job she has?
Yeah.
If the defense lawyer is defending a black person, are they allowed to bring up the meme, or is that like contempt of court?
I would immediately bring up the meme.
Right.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Well, is this going to be a fair trial, Judge? Or
clearly that we can't be a free trial. I'd like to post Exhibit A, this meme of a.
I think she needs to recuse herself.
So she's probably going to get sent to. They're going to have to try to put her in a white court.
She's going to have to not have any say in anything soon.
This is a good point from live comment from Big Joe. He's like, how does this even make like the public news, like national news, if they're not firing her? They just want everyone to know what a piece of shit she is.
They're trying to fire. They're trying to get her fired.
The meme she shared, right? People are moving for her to get fired because
they want the public to do their thing on the internet.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but the interesting part about that is like she's the most lenient judge. It's a weird situation,
and she was a public defender, so she probably
it's like a weird situation. Yeah.
She should just blame it on the wine, not her husband. You know,
she should have. It was dumb approach saying, oh, "This is my husband's meme." That's it.
My husband hacked me.
Right. It's never gonna work.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see if she resigns, gets fired. The internet. This is pretty new, so once they get it, it's pretty fresh. Let's go to Capitol Hill next to check in on our leaders in Congress and our old friend, Congresswoman Nancy Mace of South Carolina. She's been making some waves recently, right? You know, with all the anti-trans stuff that she's got. Doesn't want to share a bathroom with a lot of bathroom stuff. A lot of bathroom stuff.
They just voted to ban transgender men from women's sports in Congress right before we.
Okay, they did vote that. Okay. All right. Well, that's where we're going. We're going to the House Oversight Committee that was talking about that hearing that was discussing the rights of transgender athletes to participate in women's sports. Specifically, according to the Newsweek article by Monica Sager, the debate between Mason, this representative from Texas, what's her name, Jasmine Crockett, was the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act, and I guess it passed. So they're going to ban schools.
I'll confirm, but I saw that they'd done some vote on it.
Okay. Well, it's set to ban schools receiving federal funding from allowing transgender girls and women playing on women's sports teams. So it's a hit to the transgender.
Funding is in like no scholarships, or what does that mean?
It happened 4 hours ago.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what that means as far, I guess federal funding. If you allow a transgender person on your sports team, that you don't get funding for sports.
Right. So then you're not gonna, like, your sports program, your school loses its federal funding.
Yeah, but they got the guy
eligible. You don't get the bowl funding.
But they got
big for the schools.
But they don't need the funding because
Yeah.
they've got
They have the
Mason
ringer.
Hall. Yeah,
they have the ringer.
They're still going to pack the stadiums. Yeah.
Yeah. Throw your funding down the toilet. We got,
Yeah.
we got them.
So, yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
possible that it doesn't stop anything.
Yeah.
I would think the schools wouldn't want to lose funding, but
Might level the playing field a little bit. Anyway,
I mean,
Nancy-
it was bad, dude. Like the volleyball team here, University of Nevada, was like protesting games and shit. Like they wouldn't play games. And that's just like a random school. Like it was pretty widespread, the problems with it.
Yeah, swimming with a pen and all that. That made its way all the way to Congress. So anyway, Nancy Mace's been very outspoken how she feels about that. And she got into it with Democratic Texas Representative Jasmine Crockett, who is not only a Democrat and African American, but also hotter than Nancy Mace.
She is hot.
She is a hot lady. That really chaps.
These two got into it, huh?
They got into it. Now we know Nancy, but we don't really know Jasmine. So here's a little taste of Jasmine and how she operates during a House Oversight Committee. Okay,
Let's hear.
Let me tell you something. Y'all need to find some people that actually care about their constituents. And honestly, whenever y'all are ready to work, we on this side of the aisle have always been ready to do what is right by the American people. Instead, what you can continue to do is go after the most vulnerable in our country. The fact that you just sat up there and somehow figured out how to tie trans folk to your argument makes no sense to me. But let me tell you something. Trans people ain't going nowhere. Just like when the racists wanted to make sure that black people somehow were going to be dismissed in this country. We ain't left either. And I'll yield.
Would you yield back?
Okay.
Yeah.
I like her.
Nancy Mace.
Nothing made much sense, but
yeah,
nothing made much sense. But I mean, she delivered it with confidence.
It made sense to me,
and I liked it.
Yeah, she's
I mean,
hot.
There was no points of references outside of her opinions, which I get her opinions.
Well, we didn't hear what Nancy Mace said, tying the trans folk into her argument.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with her that trans people aren't going anywhere. So I think that she did make sense, and they are vulnerable.
It's true.
Yeah, to me also, I would have to hear the context of that. It was just a lot of opinions, and then the whole thing about our side works and your side doesn't. It was just classic politics. But yes, what else? What else has Jasmine got up her sleeve?
Okay. Well, the two exchanged some heated words, and fisticuffs were almost thrown. A challenge was thrown down, and here's that clip.
Pillow fight.
These campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all.
I am no child. Do not call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those
I'm 47 years
emails
old. I have broken
actually
more
have.
glass ceilings than you
Chairman,
ever
I
will
am
in my life.
reclaiming my
Let's go.
time.
You will not do that. I am
Order.
not a child.
I am reclaiming my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr. Chairman, the committee is not in order.
Point of order.
Jasmine said to take it outside.
No, Nancy did.
Oh,
Nancy said you want to take it outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? I mean, I'd like to see that.
Did they take it outside?
No, the order was called, unfortunately.
Fuck.
There will be no taking it outside.
Order, no taking it outside.
Why did that fucking loser stop that fight? I mean, come on.
I don't know.
It had the people going. People probably wanted to see it. I wanted to see it.
Can you imagine?
Instead, we've decided it has been decided we will settle this over a game of strip poker.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep screaming the word trans at each other until nobody agrees, and then we're gonna vote on the same fucking thing we would have voted on this morning anyways. And so, and then that's what happened.
That got pretty good there, Wes.
Yeah. I liked it.
That was pretty spicy. Yeah.
I mean, they both. I mean, two hot, powerful women going at it like that. I like to see the passion. In our government. Maybe passion elsewhere would be, better for the country. But
do you get sanctioned for
challenging
proposing a fight to a fellow congressperson?
I don't know.
I think she could be like, I was just going to talk to her outside.
Yeah,
true. You could claim that.
Technically,
everybody
violence
knows
was
what you
threatened.
mean.
Yeah.
Who wins? Who wins in that fight, though? We got Nancy.
Well, what's the military experience of Jasmine? Because I know that Nancy Mace has that going for her, and I don't know if Jasmine does.
What's
So that
Jasmine's
might give
name?
Mace the edge.
Jasmine
Crockett.
Also,
What does she got
from?
going for training? She's from Texas.
She's a lawyer.
Okay.
I think.
Ooh, lawyer already starting off bad for fighting. I would say lawyers is one of the top, like, 2 worst fighting professions.
She's 43,
Wow.
and she looks fantastic.
She does look great. Lawyer versus soldier. I'm taking soldier in a fight. 100%.
Yeah.
1,000% of the time, actually.
I think Mace probably fights 30 too.
Yeah.
No, lawyer versus soldier. Give me the soldier. 11 times out of 10.
What did Mace do in the military? What was her role?
Unless she was a lawyer, was she a JAG officer? Because then it gets confusing.
Right.
I don't think she was, though.
You know what? I'd like to see it.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with you guys. They're both feisty.
I never said Mace would win. I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let us know who you think would
I'd
win.
like to see it.
Yeah.
No, maybe
All
with
right.
headgear. So no one gets really hurt.
The comment section is split. A lot of people saying that Jasmine would win, mostly based on political lines. Everybody's saying their party would win the fight. This is a lot like my dad would kick your dad's ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's basically how this is splitting out in the comment section. I can already see it. So,
anyway,
it would get a lot of views.
It would.
Well, those two will be button heads for a while. So hopefully more of that to look forward to. Let's talk some business. Guys, DeleteMe is sponsoring this podcast, and you should really listen to what they can do for you. Ever wonder how much of your personal data is out there on the internet for anyone to see?
All of it.
Yeah, probably more than you think. Maybe all of it. Your name, contact info, social security number, home address, even information about your family members, all being compiled by dirty data brokers and sold online. As a business owner, I get, I don't know, maybe I have 5 to 10 calls a day thanks to these data brokers selling my information online. But I recently found a solution, and this is a service called DeleteMe. DeleteMe is a subscription service that removes your personal info from hundreds of data brokers. And since I started using them, those calls have dramatically decreased, which is quite frankly incredible for me. Sign up and provide DeleteMe with exactly what information you want deleted, and their experts take it from there. DeleteMe sends you regular personalized privacy reports showing what info they found, where they found it, and what they removed. And DeleteMe, it's not just a one-time service either. DeleteMe is always working for you, constantly monitoring and removing the personal information you don't want on the internet, those dark webs where Pat hangs out sometimes, removing your data. Yeah, the bad boy on the dark webs.
You got to have DeleteMe if you're a bad boy.
Removing your data will help you protect family, yourself, from identity theft, stalking, harassment, all the fun stuff that comes with having your personal information out there on the interwebs. DeleteMe will help, will remove your data from hundreds of data broker websites. So take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for DeleteMe. Now at a special discount for our listeners today, get 20% off your DeleteMe plan by texting hard factor to 64000. That's 64000. Text hard factor to the number 64000. That's hard factor, all one word, to 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
Thank you, Wes. I'm looking up. Nancy Mace didn't really. She was a cadet. She didn't really serve in the military, but she was the first woman at the Citadel, right? And I'm looking it up. They did do like PT there during her college days, like physical
academy,
but she never really served. And then I'm looking up who has more siblings, because I think that's important too. If one has like a bunch of like brothers and sisters, they probably learned how to fight. Jasmine Crockett has 2 siblings. I don't know how I gotta look up.
Women or men? That's
one of each.
One of each. If the man was abusive, then potentially, yeah.
If the brother beat her up or got
But if the brother had
Nancy
hands,
Mace has 3 siblings, 2 brothers and a sister.
So she's the soldier
Slight edge
versus the lawyer and the more
siblings. And also, like, I feel like if you're the younger or older sibling, I haven't.
I mean, what's the age difference though? Because she's older than
4 years, I think. Mace's 47.
4 years.
Ooh, if it was a bigger gap, oh man! If Nancy was 50,
it's a good fight.
I'd say maybe it's a coin flip. As it stands, I'm giving Nancy negative 120.
It's gonna be
to even odds on the other side.
It's a good one. Okay, well, I've got some awkward sex stories for you today. These are good too. Not good as in good for society, but good as in like, whoa, I can't not do these stories good.
Right.
So I'm gonna do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
No problem. First up, I'd like you to meet 2012 Miss Bum Bum runner-up Andressa Iraq.
Whoa.
Andressa?
Her name is Andressa?
Andressa. I'd like to undressa Andressa.
Undressa. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's got quite a booty on her. That's the whole thing. So she's like basically built like a Barbie doll there.
I liked her better when she was facing the other way, to be honest with you, but whatever.
I mean, that's why she does mostly booty shots, I think, Wes. It's mostly a booty thing.
Yeah, she's not Miss Face. She's a Miss Bum Bum.
Yeah. She won Miss
She certainly isn't.
Sorry. Anyways, now obviously everyone knows this, but for the 2 people that don't know, Miss Bum Bum is the most prestigious contest in Brazil and really the world, where the woman with the nicest butt in Brazil is crowned Miss Bum Bum.
That's
year.
impressive.
Yeah.
Because Brazil's got the best butts. If you have the best butt in Brazil, technically world champ. Really.
Absolutely. And as you can see, this is a second place bum. If you're curious, I have a first place bum somewhere. Let me see. I think
Andressa was a second place. Wow.
Yeah, second place bum.
She's still looking good though.
This is the first place bum, Karine Felice Ardo, as a first place bum.
Okay.
Wow, you could see why.
Little speckles of sand on there and everything.
Definition, yeah.
That's first place bump. But back to Andressa. And Andressa, she's been a controversial figure over the years since Miss Bum Bum. While she's been amassing 5 million horny followers online, she's been a TV personality in Brazil. She's claimed to have had an affair with Cristiano Ronaldo, which has gotten a lot of traction. She says she almost died over a botched thigh surgery.
It's that girl.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
We've covered her before, I think.
With the Ronaldo thing for sure. Yeah,
for sure. She's been an alleged. She always like wears the Ronaldo jersey. I think here's her like being like rubbing it into Ronaldo, for haunting him for years. For the one time he stuck his peen in her. She's been an alleged $7,000 an hour escort, and of course she has an OnlyFans. And that last one is what takes us to the controversy we're going to talk about today. Okay. And to do that, first we have to introduce her 19-year-old son. Why didn't all these pictures load? Oh, there it is. Her 19-year-old son, Arthur. Okay.
Oh, Arthur. What's up, Arthur? He's got a lot of neck tats.
He's cool, man.
She's got a lot of tats too. Did you see?
She does. At 19, to have your entire neck already taken up. I mean, that's a lot of real estate. You know what I mean? So.
What do you think Arthur does for a living?
Run out of room.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What do you think Arthur does for a living?
Looks like he sells drugs.
Yeah, but I was gonna say like bartender or I mean something where you can have neck tats all the time.
Well, he's a photographer and a videographer.
Okay, that works.
Cool.
Yeah. What do you think he films?
I think I know what he films now.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay.
He films his mom's OnlyFans content.
That's weird, isn't it?
That's a bit weird. He films his mom's OnlyFans content. It's okay though, because when asked about it in an interview recently, he said, "Well, for me, it's work, so I don't get horny. That's good. And because she's my mother and I'm not attracted to her, I don't get horny." So he said it twice. A little bit of the lady doth protest too much.
Oh, what? Wait, why did he even?
No one asked him if he got horny. By the way,
why did he bring that up?
I swear,
because he gets horny and he's self-conscious about it.
How dirty does she get on her? We're talking insertion. We talking other guys. What? Does he see her vagina?
Well, in the interview, he mentioned that his mom did get embarrassed one time. He doesn't get embarrassed, but he said his mom did get embarrassed one time while he filmed one particular scene, which caused her to jump in. And Andressa said, "Stop talking about that scene. It was disgusting." So, does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Yeah. So everything she does.
Yeah, like for example, he's filming her with guys like this guy, right? So he's got to film a guy dressed up like a construction worker. He's got to film a whole scene where a construction worker comes over and rails out his mom, or a three-way with this guy.
Oh yes.
Oh my.
This kid's what the fuck? Why is she doing this to this kid?
Well, like he said, it's a job, and she didn't want to. I guess she could pay him less. Now, a lot of people are saying, gross, guys," including Arthur's dad, Tiago, who said, "Wish I'd never."
Got a point. Tiago's got a real good point.
He said, "I wish I'd never been hypnotized by that beautiful butt." He didn't go full Elon disowning the kid, but he is very concerned for Arthur's well-being and mental health. Because again,
you would be right. You would be concerned.
Scenes.
Yeah, you'd be concerned for Arthur.
He's got to be drugged out of his mind.
Holy fuck, dude. He's gonna snap one day, and everybody on the set's gonna be gone. That's insane. What? Oh,
you think the porn stars ever like, "Oh, your mom"?
I mean,
dude,
I know
that's
the
crazy.
Dudes don't. Dudes are like, whatever. It's your kid.
Yeah, the dudes don't care. But like, why?
You don't think one of the porn stars talk shit to the kid?
I mean,
just hoping that the kid doesn't snap.
Yeah, probably hoping that he just survives.
Like you're thinking, like imagine you're the dude.
What are the conversations like?
You're thinking like, how is this kid watching me do this? And then
this angle good?
Like, yeah, and then you go in for the butt, and then you're like, all right, kid, you're still watching. This is nuts.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, you can't believe it. This is what's going on. And then you're done with it. You're like, wow, and nothing. Okay, that's it.
Escape that one.
Yeah,
that's a story to tell.
Yeah, could you believe it? The sun was
I didn't get riddled with bullets. Escape that one.
Yeah. No, I mean that's just
Hey Arthur, how do you know Andressa? She's your what? Mom isn't like work mom? Like is that like a colloquial term, or
you came out of this vagina?
Oh, that's good. I mean, how often does he think about that? He sees those moms.
Well, he says he never gets horny 6 times in an interview unprovoked. So
yeah, what is he wearing? He must be wearing like goggles, like just
no.
black
I think he enjoys his job, which is disgusting. Anyways, we don't kink shame.
Tony in the live comment says, "Mom cuck is a hell of a kink, though." I mean, it is though. No kink shaming, but it is a hell of a kink. You got to say.
We don't kink shame. We just report on it.
Notable.
Next up, let's head from one proud soccer nation to another. Italy. Are you guys familiar with the club Lazio?
Yeah.
Right. Of course you are. Well, Wes, of course. Right.
Of course.
Lazio is a Roman club that finished 4th in Serie A this past season and is a perennial powerhouse. Not as big as Juventus, AC, or Inter Milan, but up there with like Roma and like the second tier of teams. Think the Buffalo Bills, except they've actually won a title before. Oh, ooh. Sorry, Bills fans. That was mean. Good luck against MV3 and Derrick Henry this weekend. So Lazio, like the Philadelphia Eagles, has an eagle mascot and it flies around the stadium before matches, and of course has an eagle handler, right? Because you can't have an eagle just flying around without it landing on an arm or hand, right? What
kind of eagle they got over in Italy, you know?
A pretty serious one. Look at this fucking thing.
Oh, wow. It is a bald eagle. Holy shit. Look at that.
And the eagle handler there is what brings us to the story today. That's Juan Bernabe. There's Juan with the team and the eagle.
That's a great picture for Juan.
It is. Now, Juan has been in a bit of trouble before for his tweets and his actions. Like, for example, he likes to tweet things like Duce, which means leader in Italian, and it represents support for Benito Mussolini. He's also said in interviews that he is a great admirer of Mussolini and a proud far-right member like many of his football friends. He's been known...
To be fair, in context, many Italians are this way.
Well, he's not Italian. He's Spanish. He's just
he just moved in because he loves
he loves Benito Mussolini.
He loves Mussolini that much. Okay, so he's not actually Italian. He just loved Mussolini's style so much.
Yeah,
Italy's a very nationalistic pride type of place. So you're not like shocked when you run across somebody who's full of Italy.
They don't want a bunch of Spaniards moving in, but if you're full on Mussolini, you might get away with it. You might become an eagle handler
in certain spots. Yeah, you're probably doing pretty good.
He's been known to give a full fascist salute after a big Lazio win with his right arm. I think Think you know the salute?
Like a Nazi salute.
That's the one.
Holy shit.
Mussolini did it too. Now, none of that has gotten the 56-year-old Spaniard fired, which is, again, not too much of a shock, as Will mentioned, in Italy, the country whose fans were throwing bananas at black players during corner kicks like as soon as 3 or 4 or 5 years ago.
You got to understand the context there.
That honored Kevin Spacey and went far right on politicians this last election, but something did get him fired this week. He posted a different kind of salute in several pictures online. And that was full images of his penile enhancement surgery post-surgery.
He's like, check it out.
Oh, and they were erect pics, of course.
Was he holding the eagle?
The eagle's on it.
Yeah, the eagle's on it.
You put the glove over it.
Yeah. Look how strong it is.
What a picture.
He was proud of the work the surgeons did. And yeah, he said, listen,
got that big fake cock on him now. Nice.
He said, I'm not ashamed of this. They can fire me all they want, but I come from a naturalist family and nudity's normal, and I got a huge cock now. So what am I supposed to not post it? Like, I paid for the surgery. It was successful, as you can see.
Yeah. Once you got it, then you have to flaunt it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So that's what he did. But Lazio released a statement saying, we and the historic symbol of the eagle can no longer be associated with the person who with this behavior has made the continuation of any relationship impossible.
Relationship impossible. It is impossible to have a relationship.
He's just a Nazi with a fake dick.
Yeah. He was giving Lazio the agita the whole time. He was a handful for them.
Did you look at any of the pics?
I didn't. No.
I want to search
Juan
one. What's his name?
Wes needs to see these. Wes has got
Juan what? How do you spell it?
Juan
Yeah.
Bernabe, Bernabe. Yeah.
Juan Bernabe Lazio. Check that out. Wes.
If you want to see a 56-year-old huge erection.
Get straight.
Well, I want to see what a penile.
I don't think he does it before.
See what the enhancement looks like. Yeah.
They called it a penile prosthetic. So I don't know, like if half his penis is. I don't know if half his penis is fake now. Like that's what they have in the movies. They called it a penile prosthetic on his surgery. I don't know what he was dealing with before and what he has now, but he's proud
Find
of
his
it.
Twitter yet, Wes?
No, I can't find it. Let me search X.
Somebody-
I'll keep.
Come back to us.
Somebody in the chat, let us know if you find
Something
one.
tells me if you search hard enough, you're going to find something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably find it. While you search, let's move on to the business corner real quick to wrap up this show. First up, business news that affects everyone's lives. Job searches, everybody has to do them. They suck. The absolute worst. Used to be like more of a paper application and headhunter based type thing. You tell, oh, Wes, you see it?
What found it?
Yeah,
You see it?
Yeah, I found it. So,
what does it look like?
It looks like it looks like a hard dick, and I don't know if maybe he was having problems. It's like glistening in this picture, which is the bad part about it.
He oiled it up.
He must have gotten. I can't pull it up.
No.
But he must have just gotten out of surgery because he's got a big patch on his abdomen.
Well, the surgery was this Saturday, and today is like what, Wednesday. So I mean, it was within 48 hours of the surgery.
So he's still got all the slime on it, and it's a low angle. It's a low angle, and he's got his thumb up, and it's just this huge erection. If you want to look at it, go to the Defector article. That has the link. It's just a glistening dick.
He's just waiting for the doctors to let him know when he can take the pic.
Yeah, it's got some hilarious music too. Oh man,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Whew, that's Juan. Good for Juan. Good for Juan. He'll find a new job with that big old fake dick. All right.
Yeah.
Back to job searches though, to close it out. Job searches used to be a lot more like, word of mouth. Maybe you could network a little bit easier. At least in the United States. Now it's become more of a never-ending goose chase down a rabbit hole of like competing job listing sites, websites. They all have the same jobs listed anyway, but then you have to sign up for each and every one of them, since you have to apply for the different companies who use the different websites, it's a racket. You got 18 different accounts applying for jobs. And to make matters worse, hiring platform Greenhouse has performed a recent analysis that revealed that about 1 out of every 5 job postings is what they refer to as a ghost listing. And it's actually worse than a scam, like a pyramid scheme job, which, you know, those sites, there's billions of those jobs on those sites. These are actually worse. The ghost listings aren't jobs at all. They're posting the jobs 18 to 22% of the time on average over all jobs, just to post them and not hire anybody. And whether it's to project growth, like the company wants to look like they're growing, or they just want to stir the pot with their existing employees and make them feel nervous, on average, apparently 31% of corporate job listings are completely fake, never intended to do anything with it, or maybe they did, but they just don't do anything, at least like around a third of the time. And if you work in construction, get ready to apply for 38% completely fake job listings online. And, you know, this report comes out just in time to complement the new data that the U.S. is currently struggling with long-term unemployment, with 22.9% of currently unemployed people being out of a job for more than 27 weeks now. So, you know, not the greatest news of all time there, but at least, you know, a lot of fake job listings out there on websites, and people are having a hard time.
Yeah, I saw all the excuses were like you said, ranging from whether to scare employees into thinking they might get fired, or to like have like the number of reasons internally, but then also
or to inflate the job numbers, right?
Or like, or to build a back catalog just in case for a job that doesn't exist, or like to
right.
So like, but what that doesn't include, the 1 in 5, like you mentioned pyramid scheme ones. There are also probably 1 in 5 that are like scams, that are like people that want you to get on WhatsApp and pay a certain amount of money to get supplies or whatever, like give your information, or we're going to pay you, but we need your bank account information first. So like realistically on those websites, Indeed and Monster, and
it's like 10% of them,
50% are bogus for one reason or the other, whether the company posted it or a scammer posted it or it's a pyramid scheme.
Right. If you took out all of those pyramid schemes and like scammy jobs on top of these where they don't even do anything, it's like 50 at least, I'd say. It's tough out there, but at least you know now. So don't get your head down, you know, and know that it's a numbers game on the fucking internet applications. Literally have a robot do it for you, because it doesn't matter. Half of them are fake. You know what I mean? It's just a numbers game. However many you can get in. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, following up on the likely impending ban of TikTok, because it probably will get banned. The Supreme Court probably going to uphold that ban. The butthurt app users, TikTok users, are still downloading other Chinese propaganda apps to fill the void in their lives. But in the meantime, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that the CCP, Communist Party of China, is discussing whether they may turn to Elon Musk to hand over the reins of ByteDance to not get TikTok banned. And, you know, I don't know if Xi Jinping is a comedy writer on the side, but I really hope that he does that one just for the laughs. Because I mean, could you imagine the TikTok user base having to live in Elon's world? It would be. I mean,
X and TikTok. That would be.
Dude, it would be crazy, but China trusts him, you know, more than other Americans, I guess. But imagine the protest videos of TikTokers having to live inside of Elon's ecosystem.
I also saw Mr. Beast said he was going to buy it. Might have been a joke as well, but yeah, those are the 2 front runners right now. Oh, and Mr. Wonderful. Those are the 3 front runners to buy it.
Yeah, but apparently China doesn't like any of those people. They like Elon Musk, and so.
Elon, we like Elon.
Well, they like the guy with the actual amount of money to buy it.
Elon, our guy.
I don't think I think Mr. Beast and Mr. Wonderful are like a billionaire-ish, maybe 1 to 2 billion, but they want to sell it for probably like 5 to 10 billion. And so like Elon's the only of those 3 that can just do it straight up, like without like a team of people.
You sure
can.
It
legal if an American owns it? Is that the deal? Or
yeah. An American has to have all the data from American users.
ByteDance US. If they sell ByteDance US to an American, then or they transfer it to Elon, which is like apparently what they're considering. Anyways, would be fucking so funny to see the protest videos. Okay, boomer girl needs to dust off the mini skirt, Get it ready. We'll see what happens next. But as always, with the TikTok app story, it's hard to put down. It's got a great algorithm. It keeps you very interested. More to come on it, I'm sure.
Sure does.
Updates all the time. And that's the show. Thank you for listening. Remember, like we said, go to patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day.
The cream of the crop!